Dozens of local and federal agents flocked to Adams County to investigate this warehouse, but tonight officials remain tight-lipped. While there's still a lot of unknowns, we are working to put together the pieces of this evolving puzzle. So we appreciate you joining us tonight. For Denver 7 News at 5, I'm Micah Smith.
And I'm Jessica Porter. So here's the area that we're talking about, a processing center off of York Street and 76th in the unincorporated community of Welby. That's where our Maggie Wilansky has been all day working to get you answers.
Earlier this morning, there were multiple federal and local agencies outside of this warehouse here in Adams County. There's still a lot of unknown details as to why they were here. So I've been working all throughout the day to try to get you answers. Here's what I learned.
Wow, I just saw so many trucks and so many people there.
Not exactly the wake-up call Alicia Malfabone had planned on.
And I got surprised and scared too at the same time to see so many agents in here.
Federal and local agencies converging on this warehouse in the Welby Business Park.
Today, the DEA, EPA, HSI, and our partners with Adams County conducted a law enforcement event, a court-sanctioned law enforcement event here at the warehouse behind me.
The hazmat team with Adams County Fire was also on scene, but they said their expertise was not needed.
You will see people in Clan Lab uniforms on the site. They're there to assess and address any potential hazardous threats. There are no known threats to the community at this time.
On the doors of the building, a logo for How Processing. I looked them up and found a website for the business. It says they are a complete industrial scale operation for the rapidly growing hemp industry. I reached out to the business, both over the phone and on email, but did not hear back. While on the scene, I spotted a man wearing a sweatshirt with their logo, but he would not talk. Still so many unanswered questions about why the agents were there, what the business does exactly, and if any charges are being filed.
This is an ongoing investigation, so I will not be able to provide any more details.
And for those who call this area home, this was all so completely out of the ordinary.
Really quiet, really quiet. Yeah, we never had any problems. You can leave your car open and nothing is going to happen.
Denver 7 will continue to update you with details as we learn more. In Adams County, Maggie Wilansky, Denver 7.
New tonight, Colorado State Patrol says a pickup truck driver hit a Department of Transportation worker who was on the job. This happened around 11:30 this morning on I-70 east of Strasburg in an active construction zone. A 58-year-old male worker was repairing the guardrail when the pickup truck hit him. He was taken to the hospital, and we are working to learn how he's doing tonight. The 25-year-old driver took off from the scene but was later found and arrested.
After months of delay, the House of Representatives voted today to pass a bill to force the Department of Justice to release the files they have on convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The Senate, just hours later, unanimously agreed to pass the bill as well. They will send it to the president's desk as soon as tonight. Meanwhile, nearly every member of the House voted in favor except one, Republican Clay Higgins, who said on social media the release would hurt innocent people. It comes following a last-minute reversal from President Donald Trump, who had privately worked to block the vote, even asking Colorado Representative Lauren Boebert to remove her name from the initial petition. The president could theoretically release the files himself at any time, but hasn't.
Why wait for Congress to release the Epstein files? Why not just do it now?
I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. I threw him out of my club many years ago because I thought he was a sick pervert.
This process has been complicated and honestly politically charged. So I reached out to MSU Denver political science chair Dr. Robert Preuss to find out what happens next.
Really, the key next steps to look for are whether it gets that 60 votes in the Senate. It may. I think that's a coin toss. And then, of course, the president really has to make a difficult decision, this very public decision, to release files that might hurt him in the image of the public.
Yesterday, President Trump changed his tune, saying he would sign the bill to release the files if it comes to his desk. Again, the Senate has agreed to pass the bill once they receive it from the House. Then they will send it to the president's desk. That could happen in the next few hours. We are staying on top of this one, and we'll be sure to keep you updated.
Today, dozens of providers and families rallied at the state capitol, calling on state leaders to reconsider cuts to Medicaid.
Denver 7 has talked with Coloradans who are worried about how Medicaid cuts will impact their families. It's an issue we are dedicated to helping you navigate.
If it wasn't for Medicaid and these programs, we wouldn't be able to afford these things for him. It has been our lifeline, in a sense.
Last week, we introduced you to Sierra Stewart, a mom concerned with the governor's solution to the state budget shortfall. Colorado Governor Jared Polis thinks cuts to Medicaid will help solve the problem. Families who rely on the coverage tell us they feel targeted.
The community shared their voice at the steps of the state capitol this afternoon. Denver 7's Colette Bordelon was there as lawmakers work on what's next with the Medicaid under the microscope.
Ashley Brawl lives in the moment with her son, Amos.
Look at this one.
And every embrace.
He is the light of our family.
Is a way to say she'll always be there for him.
He has severe autism, so there are levels, which 1, 2, and 3, he is considered severe. He is also nonverbal.
How has Medicaid played a role in Amos's life?
It has been huge. If we don't have access to this, we probably wouldn't be able to live in our same house, and we would have to remove a lot of the normalcies of our life, like being able to pay for our other children's just sports programs.
She's one of several people who gathered at the steps of the Colorado Capitol on Tuesday morning, wondering what their future will look like.
Let me be clear. Colorado's fiscal challenges are not an excuse to balance the budget on the backs of children with disabilities.
Colorado is working to make up a massive budget deficit expected next year, created in part by tax changes made on the federal level. Governor Jared Polis is recommending cuts to the fastest growing part of the budget, Medicaid.
I'm certain the governor would prefer to leave rates where they are and potentially increase them for things. That simply isn't the circumstance that we find ourselves in.
This is one of many hearings the Joint Budget Committee will have about Medicaid. They're the lawmakers who are responsible for drafting the budget bill that will eventually be voted on next year.
It's just very frustrating.
State Senator Barbara Kirkmeyer calls Tuesday's hearing frustrating. They heard from a committee designed to research what Medicaid rates should be, but she says that's different than the governor's plan.
The governor's budget request came in and said, hey, we're just going to cut everybody across the board and cut provider rates. And so it's kind of like, why are we doing this now when the governor's request is something totally different? And so it just puts us in a conundrum.
JBC will get the final say on that, right?
Yeah, we should. Absolutely. I mean, we will get the final say as to what we put into the budget. The governor gets the final say on whether or not he signs off on the budget or if he vetoes any line items.
What would you want the state to hear from you?
That this isn't something that is a want, it's a need.
For Brawl, who tries to live in the moment, the future is always in the back of her mind.
We're trying to lay the bricks so that he has a foundation when we're gone. And if this necessity is removed from us, I don't know how we're going to achieve that.
A future now filled with uncertainty.
There's my sweet angel.
But a future where she wants her son to thrive. Colette Bordelon, Denver 7.
Digging deeper, the Colorado Association for Behavioral Analysis filed a lawsuit at the end of September against the governor and state department that administers Colorado's Medicaid program. They argue pediatric autism therapy services are being singled out for reductions in coverage.
As you can see with everyone standing behind me here today, we will not stand for it, and we're here to stand up for children, families, and providers across the state.
The filing claims the state cannot legally treat mental health or services related to autism more restrictively than physical health services.
We have much more to come on Denver 7 News at 5. 2 Denver brothers are giving back to first responders who give so much.
Every meal that gets picked up that day is going to be perfect.
Coming up, we'll show you how their kindness is making a difference for the community this Thanksgiving.
And also there's a lot of chatter if it's going to snow or not. Well, I'm going to be breaking out your full forecast in just a few, but I'm really betting on rain. Snow, not so much.
Well, friends, we are about a week away from the Thanksgiving travel rush, and Denver International Airport is preparing for a surge in holiday travelers. You're looking there live tonight. From Friday through Monday, December 1st, more than 845,000 passengers are expected to travel through the airport's TSA checkpoints, a nearly 10% increase from the same time last year. Things at DEA are looking much better now that the FAA ended its flight restrictions. I just checked, and right now there are 128 delays, no cancellations. You'll remember this time last week, there were nearly 100 cancellations. And here we are talking about Thanksgiving, and we still haven't seen any snow.
But Clara, that could be changing soon.
I have low confidence in it, Micah, actually. But we're going to see plenty of rain chances. I can definitely ensure that. It has been a crazy roller coaster with temperatures, but I'm telling you folks, as we get closer and closer to November, the end of November, I feel like things can shape up for us overall. But this we're looking at Lookout Mountain. It's a beautiful shot from Lookout Mountain. Our producer said it looks a little purple. So yeah, Katie, I agree with you now that I look at it. Overall, here's a look at our climate calendar. Our high today was at 63 degrees. Our low today was at 39 degrees. Our record high is actually 78 degrees. And our record low is -12, which we didn't see both today. So I think that's a good thing. Overall, most of us really seen temperatures in the 60s across the board. 65 degrees for Fort Collins, 64 degrees for Greeley. As we do head throughout the rest of our week, things are going to get a little bit more interesting. It's going to stay quiet tonight, warm and dry for tomorrow, but we're going to be expecting showers to move in on Thursday. Let's break it all down. Right now, most of us are sitting in the 50s, 57 degrees for downtown. Over at the airport, 52 degrees. Southeast winds about 13 miles per hour. Those winds are expected to calm down as we do head throughout the rest of our evening. Current temperatures across the area, most of us are in the upper 50s. We do have some low 50s more south, like 53 degrees in Highlands Ranch. And of course, along the Front Range, we're seeing temperatures really in the 40s, and they're going to start dropping down. When it comes to the rain chances on our satellite radar, we don't really have much, not even much when it comes to cloud coverage. We do have some rain that's moving in from the west part of our state and a little bit of snow as well. But other than that, things are looking fairly quiet across the rest of the state. Now, for tonight, temperatures will be dropping about 37 degrees, partly cloudy skies. We're going to continue to see 30s as we head throughout tonight, but things are going to change once again for tomorrow. We're going to be back into the 60s. Tomorrow's going to be similar to what we've seen today. Plenty of sunshine across the board. We are going to see some increase in clouds, but very unlikely. We're going to see mostly cloudy skies. Now, Wednesday evening going into Wednesday night, that's when we're going to start to see this system enter in, mainly to the southwestern part of our state. Like Telluride is going to get hit with showers and also snow as well. They can see a good up to about 4 inches of snow for some folks over there. Aspen is going to see some snow as well, but then by Thursday, that's when this system is really going to be impacting most of the state, keeping showers really to the east and snow to the west. We could even see some showers and snow around the northern part of our state, and we also could see some snow in the northern part of our Front Range. But when it comes to the metro, low confidence on how much snow we're going to actually see. I'm betting that we won't see much at all on those days. We haven't seen snow in 214 days, which is the 4th longest stretch across our area. That could change as we do head throughout the next couple of days, but from Wednesday to Friday, we're going to mainly see that snow to the west, like Aspen, Vail, Steamboat Springs, Telluride especially. You guys are going to get hammered. When it comes to our precipitation forecast, Thursday and Friday is what we're really watching. This system is going to bring some heavy bands of showers for the metro and the eastern plain, and then drying out by Friday. Temperatures are going to be decreasing Friday, 47 degrees, but then by Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be back into the 50s like nothing happened. Temperatures are going to be nice and plenty of sunshine.
'Tis the season of giving, and two Denver brothers are making sure that spirit of gratitude hits the streets with the people who keep us safe.
So as Denver 7's Mike Castellucci shows us, they're firing up the smokers for first responders, giving back to those who give so much.
That looks incredible.
It's pretty simple for Chris and Nick O'Sullivan.
Cornbread is the best. It's like corn cake. He's in my shot.
Not their secret recipe for cornbread, but the way they feed their souls by giving back.
Oh yeah, the cornbread secret is we're not going to tell you. Being open on Thanksgiving just gives us peace of mind knowing that every meal that gets picked up that day is going to be perfect.
They always wanted to make Thanksgiving easier for their community, but in COVID, things changed even more.
And we served over 10,000 meals to frontline workers during that time, and we've continued to give back meals.
They saw the neighborhood firefighters, police and paramedics on duty working the holiday and figured they could do something in return.
The cool thing about Thanksgiving is that we're able to feed a lot of the police departments, fire departments, and guys and women that are working on that day as well.
This morning, they cooked a little trial run.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And this is Thanksgiving Brothers style.
Dinner served.
But if you'd rather have brisket instead of turkey, they of course have that too.
The mashed potatoes, the stuffing, 10:15 a.m.
28 years ago, Chris and Nick started this business.
Testing out the turkey, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, making sure that
their secret recipes may not have changed.
Families getting together, and you want that to be perfect.
But the way they look at life 3 decades later is a little more seasoned.
As you get older, you start to realize that you want to leave this planet better than you found it. And that's really an important thing for us to, try and help others, our staff and the community that we do business in, especially. And that's become a big, important part of our business.
In Denver, Mike Castellucci, Denver 7.
This morning, Denver police officers helped pack 1,000 meals that will be distributed throughout the community this holiday season. Chief Ron Thomas says this event shows the department's dedication to the community, especially in the aftermath of recent interruptions to food benefits because of the government shutdown.
I have been eternally proud of the officers that serve on the Denver Police Department, the work that they do every day. And this is just yet another example of how much they care about community.
The meals consist of turkeys or Cornish game hens, along with a bag of sides containing green beans, mashed potatoes, stuffing, a gravy packet, and corn.
Last week I received an email from Henry A. saying in part, the sheriff's office will be running Operation Freebird, that event on November 22nd. Well, I wanted to know what this was and found out for more than 20 years, the Adams County Sheriff's Office has organized Operation Freebird. They're feeding families in need and providing health, clothing, and housing services free of charge as well. I talked to Adams County Sheriff's Office Community Relations Manager Nicole Narvarud, who says it's about much more than a Thanksgiving meal and turkey voucher that attendees receive.
We work really, really hard to purchase food boxes that provide multiple days worth of food.
How does the need this year compared to past years?
We were anticipating of increasing our numbers anyways, but we increased them significantly knowing that those SNAP benefits were not being funded for a period of time.
So many agencies responding to the SNAP crisis. Now, for this Operation Freebird, you do not have to register for